In the mix with Kasha Brown. We are live with the amazing, phenomenal, dopest R&B singer hit these streets, Mr. Little G of Silk. Hey there,
Oh,
how you doing?
oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I am so glad to be here. I am so glad you said that about me. It is so wonderful. Thank you.
Of course, of course. And before we start, we're going to go ahead and hear my theme music.
Let's go.
Drop it. In the mix, with Kasha Brown. Fashion news and hot chocolate. Hey, you, it's good to see ya. What's the about people? Especially some entertainment. Tomorrow, I'm free in the mix. You can hear it. That's DJ. Bring that beat back. Drop in my theme music. Thank you, DJ. If you want a DJ and you're in the Texas area, hit him up. DJ, bring that beat back. Thank you. All right, Little G, what's going on?
Oh, you got it. I'm doing pretty good right now. How about yourself?
I'm amazing. I'm amazing. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. Now, look, I've been knowing you for some years. Now, I ain't going to say we best friends, but I've been knowing you acquaintance wise for a few years. And funny fact, I met you while you were actually doing a play. I believe it was in Killeen. That's one of the times I've met you. And it's so funny because I was helping a friend who's a chef and she makes desserts and food and all those things. And so I was like, hey, come over here and try these desserts, right? And you came over and did you like them?
Oh my goodness.
It was good, right?
Those desserts were on fire and the food was too.
Exactly.
Those desserts were ridiculous.
Chef Felicia Guimont, she's with, she's in Dallas. She's a Dallas caterer, but I want to peruse past that. And so we exchanged numbers. Now I was like, I'm going to be working with you one day or something to that nature. And we exchanged numbers, but I never called you. And I know it had to be a good.
It was like 3 years.
Yeah, 3 or 4 years ago. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yep. So literally I was thinking, I was like, man, who do I want to have on my show next? And I was like, ooh, Lil G from Silk. And I said, let me see if this number is a real working number. Hit you up, and you was like, hello. I was like, dang, Lil G. And you was like, this me, and hence, here we are here today. And I thank you so very much for your time. Thank you for coming to be a part of my show. Man, I just appreciate you.
I am very happy to be here. Trust me, I'm very happy to be here.
Great, great, great. And we're gonna go ahead and delve into the mix. Now, as I was doing my research about you, now it says that you started singing at the age of 7.
Well, 5 actually.
Oh, excuse me, I took away 2 of your years. At 5.
Give me mine, Charlie. Give me mine. No.
I'm sorry. Now tell us about starting to sing at 5, because I'm older than that and I can't sing still. So tell me about how that was.
Let's see. What had happened was my mama used to clean up the house on the weekends and stuff.
Okay.
Sometimes she'd have her parties on the weekends or whatever. So, I would sing to Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, Donny Hathaway, B.B. King and all of that. B.B. King was my mama's favorite, rest of us. Oh, okay. And my mama's middle name was Lucille, like his guitar.
So, excuse me then. Okay. Like the guitar.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
You remember B.B. King, Lucille, right?
I do.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm. So, I would just be around the house, the music would be playing, and I'd just start singing to it and everything, God-given talent. So my mama recognized it and everything, and my mama used to sing in the choir.
Okay.
So she would wake me up in the middle of the night when she's having her parties, get me out of bed to come and sing and dance for all the people at the party, and then send me right back to bed.
I think think that's like a black parent thing, Lil G. That happened to me. I used to sing. I used to sing Betty Wright, and I ain't had no business singing. What was it? What was that song she used to sing? Tonight is the night. At six.
Yeah, did I make you a one? Yeah.
Yeah, but I digress. Okay, so she would get you out of bed to sing, etc.
Rest her soul, Miss Betty Wright. Lord.
Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So she did that and send me right back to bed. I mean, I couldn't even stay up and get a glass of Kool-Aid or one of the little finger sandwiches they cut in a little triangle. They cut the ends off of it. You know, like the little chicken salad sandwiches and the tuna fish sandwiches.
The fancy ones. Them the fancy ones. Mm-hmm.
And then
The little fancy ones.
then they used to have sticks for the little fruit and everything, and they put the sticks in it so you can pick the sandwiches up and all that kind of stuff. Man, you know,
That was the day.
every once in a while I could get a couple of them, but you know. But at the age of 7, that's when they took me to church.
Okay.
So that's what you're referring to. They took me to the church, Emmanuel Missionary Baptist Church in Nashville, Tennessee, which is where I'm from.
Okay. That was my next question. Okay.
Yeah,
So if they took you to church to sing, is that where you, now correct me if I'm wrong, you ended up doing a stint on BET with Bobby Jones, right? Or yeah, Bobby Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Was that at 7?
The musician who was the head musician at Emmanuel
Okay.
also played for Bobby Jones.
Oh, that's how it happened.
So he decided, he talked to my mom, he said, why don't we let Bobby hear him? So they took me to Bobby Jones. So I became a member of Bobby Jones and the Love Train choir.
Why we didn't know about that? Why you didn't tell us about that? Okay, so you became a member of the Bobby Jones choir, which was a very awesome platform for gospel and upcoming gospel singers. Mm-hmm. Then it says in my memory decks of research, it says that you played the guitar and you were self-taught on the keyboards.
Yes. At the age of 8, I remember me and my grandmother, we traveled to Cleveland, Ohio, with Bobby Jones. It was the James Cleveland Gospel Workshop. And so I was on stage with Shirley Caesar, James Cleveland, Bobby Jones, standing on a little box and they're singing in front of a 300 voice choir. So so that you know, you thought I would have been afraid, right? I would have been, it didn't faze me. I was actually loving it. And so during my stint of doing that, I would watch the musicians, you know, and listen very carefully and come to find out that I had a natural gift for it, you know.
Yeah.
Given by God, of course. So my mama, we had this little organ, and it had a little book to come with it, and it would, you know, tell you, you know, you'd have to read it and learn the song and stuff like that.
Right.
Give her the chords over here with a little button, you know, tell you what to hit. So that's kind of how I started getting coordinated on the piano and everything. And then it got to the point where through school, well, at the age of 8, my sister and her boyfriend at the time, her husband actually, because she ended up, I was in their wedding at 6. So they got me a guitar.
Okay.
And I'm left-handed, so guitar. So I was playing like this, right? And then picking out notes and stuff. And so they were like, So at the age of 9, they surprised me with guitar lessons.
Okay.
But they neglected to realize, you know, that I was, you know, left-handed and the instructor was right-handed. So he flipped me over. So I started getting the calluses and everything, you know, so I started learning how to play guitar. After 1 year of lessons with him, he told my sister and my brother, he said he needs a higher level instructor.
Oh, wow.
But I didn't go any further after that. I just took what I learned from him, the basics and everything and all of that, and I took my ear and started learning things. I would listen to B.B. King, Ernie Isley, And I even went back and started listening to some Purple Haze. What's his name? Jimi Hendrix. You know.
Oh, okay. So you was really soulful at a young age, basically, into a lot of older artists at a young age.
Hmm. Yeah.
Just to let you know, also, G, that I don't know if it's on your left side or your right side. You'll see the live stream comments on the side of your device. In case if you want to answer any questions, sometimes I try to pin them in if I see something that's directed towards you. But just so you know that people are saying stuff on the side there.
Oh, there it is. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, everybody.
Right. Look, everybody been commenting. So listen, so you went from being self-taught, keyboards, guitar. Another little fact is the fact that you attended Tennessee State University and you majored in music,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Now, not only did you major in music, did you actually accompany someone on a piano when they were actually at the school doing a performance?
Mr. Dizzy Gillespie.
Dizzy Gillespie. How was that? How was that? Exactly.
Do them both at the same time.
You kind of sounded now. You sounded like what do you play? Tuba, trumpet. I'm
Trumpet.
saying I don't know. Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
How was that playing for him? Because I mean, being selected to play alongside him had to be a big honor.
Man, I was shaking like some shrimp in grease, but but it was fun though. It ended up it was such an experience. You know what I'm saying? To be behind an icon like that, and the TSU Jazz was really really popular. When
Okay.
I used to go overseas and play in some of the jazz festivals and stuff like that. And so, but at the time when I was there, we didn't get a chance to go, but
Okay.
he came to our school and we played behind him. It was such a great feeling.
I bet it was because he's iconic. He's iconic. So let me just go, huh?
Iconic.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely iconic. And as I was just like doing my research on you, I'm like, okay, so how we take this church boy at the age of 5, now I stand corrected. Now, church boy at the age of 5, you then went on to start singing in the church. Then you then started singing for Bobby Jones. You then was a self-taught guitarist slash pianist. Then you went on to get grown and all that good stuff, and you went off to school at Tennessee State. And then you became a member of this group, this amazing, iconic group that's a staple in the 90s society. Not only that, I believe y'all were founded by Keith Sweat.
Yes, ma'am.
You want to talk about that? Because I think you were auditioned in, I don't know if it was by Keith Sweat, but you want to give us a little history about that?
Yeah. See, what had happened was, I was a church musician in between that.
Mm-hmm.
Church musician and playing at the nightclub, the Modern Era Club, which is a
Most people do that. Mm-hmm.
really popular club in Nashville, Tennessee. A lot of people that go through that club, from
Okay.
James Brown and Ella James and some other people and stuff like that. So it's not there anymore. But
Okay.
so I was doing that on the weekends, and then I was doing some things solo on my own. I was trying to get a deal, and I ended up getting a production deal with a guy that worked at Famous Music Publishing in Nashville.
Okay.
Just before I got wind that there were auditions being held for a new lead singer for this group called Silk in Atlanta, Georgia.
Wow.
And there were 2 young ladies in Nashville who were managing me at the time. And so one of them knew the management team of Silk, which they had acquired, and one of those managers just so happened to be the husband, just so happened to be the road manager for Keith Sweat.
Wow. Okay.
So that's where that came into play.
Look, bring it on home. Okay.
So there was about 9 of us that auditioned, right? I drove down from Nashville. There was about 9 of us that auditioned, and I ended up getting it. And later on, I found out that I remember when I lost my.
That's CeeLo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
found out that CeeLo was one of the people who auditioned as well, and I was like, what?
Really?
What?
Two different sounds though. Two totally different sounds. You and CeeLo.
That dude is brilliant though.
He's definitely brilliant, but I'm still wanting to know, how did you go from church boy, choir boy, to a meeting in my bedroom, freak me baby, deeper? How was that transition from that to that?
But see, what had happened was
Right. I need to know. Tell me the secret.
we all were church boys.
Really?
Yeah, because Silk was, doing their thing, the high school talent shows and all that kind of stuff, and singing secular music, but they would also be in churches singing, I will sing hallelujah, I will sing, oh Lord, and doing some of the gospel groups songs like the Winans and stuff like that. So it's funny. After I became a member, January 26, 1992, I moved to Atlanta. That was on my birthday.
Okay.
And it was also Super Bowl Sunday that year. So
what a weekend. Okay.
Yeah, so I get there and we just have another reminiscence. So we start going into the studio and singing and everything. And so we ended up going out to LA for 3 months, to record and finish up the album. So when we got back from that, Keith said, "Hey y'all, I got this song y'all need to do, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be I got it. We like, and we're talking about Freak Me, right?
Oh, yeah.
He started singing the hook, let me get up and down.
You're wrong for that.
Oh, yeah, no.
You're wrong for that.
Keep up, my boy. What's up, man? So he started singing it, and we were looking at each other like, we said, Keith, what are our people gonna think, when we do this? I'm like, we were like, we were totally against it at first, man, we can't do it. Y'all, man, I tell you, man, you just need to trust me, baby. I know what I'm doing, man. I don't have all these hit records up here for nothing,
Nothing.
You just gotta trust me. It's gonna just do this. Just watch and see. Okay, so we go on and we recorded it. We start looking over everything, but still, we are still nervous as hell because we like, oh, they're gonna kill us. They're gonna kill us if this song comes out. Okay, so November 92, the first record comes out, Happy Days.
Yeah. Happy Days are here again. Yeah, that.
Yeah. And some of those lyrics were a little risque in themselves, but it wasn't as, risque as Freak Me was. But
really?
Yeah, so, yeah, I want somebody to tell me you're on mine too. There's so many nasty things I want to do.
See, we didn't really listen to them words like that. Okay.
Lick you up and down and around and around. See what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. Look, I wouldn't. Okay, I got you. Y'all snuck that in on us.
Yeah. See, so that did its thing. I was back in Nashville. I was driving my brother's Caprice Landau. You remember the Caprice Classic and the Caprice Landau and all that?
Little Will.
I pulled over on the side of the road. I jumped out the car. I ain't had no cell phone then, so I jumped out the car and I hurried up to the house after I had my little fit and everything. I was telling everybody, calling everybody, hey, I saw it was on the radio.
Wow.
So that was the start of it all. And then here comes Freak Me. Boom.
Yeah.
It just exploded.
Yeah. And here's the deal. Freak Me is, well, it's a really freaky song. But let me say this to you. So when you started off, let me lick you up and down. Oh, I hope my church family ain't out here yet. So when you're saying the lyrics, let me say it proper so it won't be as bad. Let me lick you up and down till you say stop. So initially, y'all were a little hesitant about singing that, right?
Right.
Because of your side job. You were actually musicians in the church.
Yeah.
But once the crowd, I guess the crowd, the listeners started taking a grasp to it, then all of a sudden you started, putting more movement into it. Like, how did you feel about singing it once it started to take off? Did it change your perception on how you sang it?
Not how I sang it, but how I moved to it. Because I just had, when we were singing it, recording it in the studio, I just had to take myself into a zone. You know what I'm saying? I said, okay. Just block everything else out. Just go on and do what you do and do what he asked you to do. And so I just mixed the two together, and came up with it. And then, whoa, the way that song took off, man, I'm like,
it was crazy.
I didn't get much backlash either. None of us really got much backlash. Because at that point, it was skyrocketing up the charts. And
right, because y'all were known for, like, as they said, the baby making ballads or the new jack swing of R&B. Like, y'all had some of the hits like that was just back to back to back. Because it's like Freak Me Baby. Freak Me Baby came before Meeting in My Bedroom?
Yes.
Now, honey, listen. When the Meeting in My Bedroom came out, there's a me. Lil G. That was the jam right there. That was the jam to me, more so than Freak Me Baby. Freak Me Baby is gonna always be classic, but Meeting in My Bedroom.
Yeah.
Who wrote that?
That was that was Daryl Delight, RnB, Antoinette Roberson, and Lincoln Browder. And then and guess where we recorded that?
Where?
Take a guess.
Church basement? I don't know.
Dallas.
Are you in Dallas? Dallas, stand up. Okay. Look, I was like, the church? Okay, Dallas makes me feel a little bit better. Now, listen, I read that, let's see. What's his name? Hold on.
We recorded part of that album in Dallas, and we did some of it in New York, and then some of it in Georgia. I take that back, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, so you also had, let's see, Keith Sweat co-wrote and produced the Lose Control album, correct?
Yes, he was the executive producer. We were on his label, actually, Kia Records.
Okay, so he signed you all. So I noticed when I was reading through the credits that it said that Gerald Levert was actually like a composer, and he actually worked on the album too, Gerald Levert?
Mm-hmm, Gerald Levert. Gerald Levert is on the song Gerald and Sean. Well, actually, rest in peace. A song called "Don't Keep Me Waiting." Do. You remember that one? I wanna do it to you till you get enough. Do. Yeah.
I don't remember that one. I'm gonna have to go back and look. I got it on my little phone thing, my Apple Music. So I'm gonna go back and listen to that. Okay, so listen. So we have Freak Me, Meeting in My Bedroom, Lose Control, another banger. Now that was you sung lead on mostly all of them, but that Lose Control, that was a lot of up here, because I would struggle when I would try to sing it. So was that a lot of falsetto for you, or is that how was Lose Control?
Meeting in My Bedroom was the one that was the yeah, that was that one.
Okay, break the speakers. Okay, still got it. Don't be trying to show out, but you still got it. Okay. You right.
Lose Control, I'm actually one of the writers and one of the producers on that song.
Really?
That's me playing the piano on that song.
Oh, it's such a beautiful song.
Oh man, that song came.
Lose control.
That song came together so fly, it wasn't funny.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, that was like one of our one take Jakes, because after I laid the piano and everything, and then we laid the rest of the music around it,
mm-hmm.
We just got into such a crazy zone on that song. And,
yeah,
we just went in. It was never released as a single, but it was played like it was a single.
It absolutely was, because I remember that song like it was yesterday. Me and my friend on here, she just commented. I just kind of pinned her comment. Her name is Keisha Bradley, and we were in junior college together when what song was that? Do you remember we remixed Deeper? And we remixed with the song. We would remix them, and we would just like that's when we had. Oh, I'm gonna tell my age. That's when we had what you call the voicemail was actually like at the house when you and you record your message. Hi, this is Kasha. Da, 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 at the sound of the beep, and then you come in the dorm and you press play, and we would sit up and create remixes to y'all songs, and that's what she was commenting saying. Remember when we remixed that song Deeper? And I do. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I do. Let me slide on along. So I know that, what was your favorite song to sing though? I know that we have some great hits. I only named 3 of them. Which was your favorite to sing?
Well, I guess it would be my favorite to sing because it was my favorite song out of Lose Control.
Lose Control? Mm-hmm. Really? So, I mean, what's the significance of that one? Oh, because it wasn't necessarily the most popular, but why would you say that that would be your favorite? Was it because you had more vocal control or just, I mean, what would be your reasoning?
It's just the emotion of the song. It's the emotion of it and the being able to utilize a different vibe on my vocals. You know what I mean? Because everybody was used to me just like just going.
Yeah, a strong voice.
Yeah, this one allowed me to have an opportunity to go levels. You know what I mean? It let me go levels, and it was also a song that my comrades, were able to sing parts of the verses on too as well. You see what I'm saying? So
right. Okay. I absolutely love that song.
Yeah.
Can you get a little bit of that song? I don't know if you're really prepared to sing because you ain't warmed up and stuff like that, and I feel bad. But I have to ask this, just for a little bit of something for the people. Okay, intro. I hear you.
Mm-hmm. Last night we had an argument. You told me you loved me. All the things I said I never meant. Now, baby, I didn't mean to make it right. I didn't mean to make you stay. Baby, won't you let me look inside your soul, my baby. Let me make you lose control. I wanna be the one for you down. Oh, just come on.
Really? You always have to add something at the end. That was amazing. And you just happen to have a keyboard on your side, right? Sexual chocolate all the way. You sound amazing.
Thank you so much.
So that says that you wasn't always just a studio singer. You could sing live.
Oh yeah. I don't believe in that what they call it.
Auto-tune.
Auto-tune.
Auto-tune. Okay then, Lil G. Okay, well listen. I didn't remember the fact that you sang, I think it was the group. Help me. You Will Know. Black Men United. Remember song? You Will Know.
Oh, yeah.
How was that experience?
I love that project, man.
Yes.
All us brothers together like that, singing in unity like that. Come on, man.
Amazing. So how was the vibe in the room? Because it was some big, I mean, of course yourself as well, but there were some hot, heavy hitter singers in that room.
It was impeccable. I mean, it was like camaraderie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, camaraderie.
Yeah, nobody had their noses up in the air, nobody, and all of that kind of stuff. It was just Like, come on, hey brothers, that man, I love your stuff, man. Love your music, man. Yeah, man, I've been listening to you the whole
Just
time.
vibes.
It was just vibes all the way through. It was
You know
crazy.
what, Lil G? You have always left it out on the stage for me. I felt like, you always was a good performer. And I'm not just stroking your ego because you in my face. But I'm gonna say this and take it the right way. Now right now, well, you may not know right now, everybody talks about Megan Thee Stallion got the Megan Thee Stallion knees. She's always twerking because she always bending low. But you got some you got some Megan Thee Stallion knees. Because for you be picking up the big girls on stage and stuff.
Whoa,
And
whoa.
I said, you must have some strong legs. I used to always say, like, why he get the biggest girl? How did you do that? I know that's kind of random, but I always wanted to know, like, you got some strong knees.
Well, thank you very much. They wanted me to continue playing football through high school and all that kind of stuff. I stopped in junior high because I was like, can't do it.
You didn't do it. Oh, so you was athletic, so you was basically saying that you was strong and had this strong stature about yourself. You was able to lift up anybody, basically.
I was a skinny little fella too. I don't know what.
You was. That's why I was like, how he lift him? But she got some Megan Thee Stallion knees. A strong voice and some strong knees. But who's to say? I ain't no judgment, no judgment. Okay, so moving right along, I wanted to definitely hit on a few things about the group. I know that you went through I don't want to say a breakup. I'm gonna say you resigned from the group in 2002, or what was it actually?
I didn't really resign. What it was is I just wanted to take some time because I was out doing the plays and stuff.
Yes.
And I wanted to take some time to, do my own project.
Okay.
Because I wanted it to be known a little bit more about my gifts.
Yes.
And my talents. Playing 13 instruments and stuff like that. And I just wanted to, do a project that just pinpointed directly on that. Self-produced and self-written. With help, of course. From others and everything, but so that everybody could get the other side of G. That's the name of my album, The Other Side.
The Other Side. It was The Other Side. How did that album do? Now, sometimes it's difficult to kind of, when you're known for being with a group, even though you're a strong singer, you decide to go and do a solo project. How was that for you?
It did a few numbers. Overseas. Of course, it wasn't like I really.
Planned on it being.
And I really didn't have the push and the biking and the machine that I really needed in order for it to accelerate, like it did. But it did get some overseas attention. I did a little deal over there, and they pushed it very well.
Okay.
It did some.
So did you just do that one album, Lil G? Was The Other Side the only one, or did you do another one after that?
That was the only one, but I am in the process now of doing another one.
That answers somebody's question. When are we gonna get some new music? Okay, so you're in the process of doing another one. Okay. So when did you start that, or did the COVID kind of put that on hold? The COVID-19 lockdown.
Well, I've been recording for a couple of years now.
Okay.
And some people have heard, some of it and everything. I had one song that was the first one that I released. That's going to be on this particular project, G7 No Parole.
What is it again?
G7 No Parole.
G7 No Parole. Okay.
You want me to explain that now?
Please. Yes.
Okay. G is the seventh letter of the alphabet.
Okay.
I'm the seventh child. I'm the baby of seven.
Seven is the number of completion.
Bam!
Come on.
So in this new effort, I wanted to do something a little different.
I like it.
Lil Gary Jenkins,
Mm-hmm.
Lil G,
Okay.
G7.
I love it.
And I entitled it No Parole because I'm sitting to life in music. I'm not getting out.
Oh, you went deep on that. You like that? I'm just saying. That's pretty deep. I like it. When is it expected to come out? Like, when can we expect it?
Well, I'm getting ready to start releasing some singles. The first one I released was called Like We Used To.
Okay.
And it was actually number 2 on the independent soul charts for 3 straight weeks.
That's good. That's
so
real good. So listen, when everything opens back up, do you think you may have like an album release party or a listening party maybe? Can I get invited?
And even if it doesn't open up, we're gonna figure out how to do it virtually, baby.
Did you miss that part? Can I get invited?
Of course.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna hold you. I'm gonna hold you to that. I'm gonna hold you to that. Okay. So I know that you mentioned you kind of branched off. You did your project. Yeah, I'm serious, and we got it on record. So you gotta stick to your word. So you did your project, The Other Side, and then you started doing plays. Now I remember you doing plays with Tyler Perry. Those were some of the bigger plays that you did. You want to talk a little bit about I know you had a theater background though. People don't know that much.
Yeah.
But you kind of have a theater.
Actually in high school, and I did some opera in college as well. So, but I made the wrestling team in high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like a day or two later, I saw that they were holding auditions for Hello Dolly. So I went and auditioned, and I actually beat out a senior guy. I was a freshman.
Wow!
I beat out a senior guy for the lead role of Horace, and my leading lady was a senior. So
you was popular.
Yeah, pimping ain't easy. Something I gotta do. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Okay. Yeah, he playing. I got it. You just playing. I got it.
Stop that, boy. What you talking about, man? But anyway, so I didn't go back to the wrestling team. I didn't go back to the wrestling team.
Oh wow! After the play, you didn't?
No.
Okay. No. So you just so you still have a bug? Well, you still do plays, right?
Mm-hmm.
You still do play. What was your most recent play?
My most recent play, oh man, Mama's Boy.
And who was in that with you, Mama's Boy?
Robin Givens was in it.
I think I remember that one.
Shirley Murdoch.
Ooh.
From En Vogue.
New En Vogue, old En Vogue?
Old En Vogue.
Cindy.
Actually ended up being in a group with
Tracy. Wait, is it Tracy one of them? We ain't gonna guess names because I can't remember either. Dawn. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Take that Tracy back. I don't know where that came from. Okay, Dawn. Okay. Yeah. Right. Dawn. Okay. So that was okay.
Sometimes my brain keeps going too fast.
That's all. We all having those. I'm having them moments too, and I'm interviewing you. So we both on the same playing field. Okay, so that was your most recent play. Do you enjoy doing theater?
Oh yes. Matter of fact, I've been trying to get them to bring that play back.
Really?
I want to turn it into a sitcom and everything. I mean, it's just so dope.
That may be a great idea to do. We need some good, sitcoms right now. Yeah, what about movies, Lil G? What about, have you thought about doing any type of big screen movies or?
Oh yeah. I'm still thinking about it. I did an episode of Sleepy Hollow.
Really?
Remember the series Sleepy Hollow?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did an episode of that, and I died in the first 5 minutes. But
that happens. That happens. We won't last long. That happens. Lil G, what this group? Now this caught me off guard when I looked it up. It says that you're a member of I don't want to say a member, but Blaze. Is it called Blaze or something? Or Blase?
Blaze.
Blaze. Now Blaze consists of, it says, let me see, Mark Nelson and Tony Grant of Aziet, and then Terrell Phillips of Blackstreet. Now I didn't know. Don't judge me. I've been seeing Tony Grant in plays. How about I did not know he was in As Yet,
Yep.
a member of As Yet. So what
Yep.
about this group? Tell us a little bit about that, how that got going.
Well, Blaze was formed. It was an idea of Mr. Mark Nelson. All
Okay.
that 15 minutes and want to get up in it. Yeah, but
Oh,
yeah, he was the silky lead voice of
Black Street. Black Street.
uh,
Mm-mm. Yeah. Oh.
As Yet.
Oh, him. Okay. Okay. Okay.
hmm and Tony was in there too. So uh, we decided to do a thing with all the lead singers.
That's where that came from. Okay.
hmm
Okay. So
Blaze.
why? I mean, so it just didn't. Was it just put on hold? Nothing was released from it, or
We ended up doing quite a few records, and Shep Crawford was one of the producers. He did a song that was so jamming called Just Came Back from My Heart." Oh my God! But anyway, so we had the music. There was some uh, inner things, with like management and some things like that. Some
okay?
things kind of dwindled off and kind of fell apart. But boy, if we put it back together now, I think it would be so dope.
It really worked. So, what do you think's one of the hardest things that you've had to deal with? Like, I would say, even staying relevant in the industry. What would you say one of the hardest things that you had to endure or experience with trying to stay relevant in the industry? Because you've been in the industry for quite some time, very notable singer. You care to elaborate on that or just share a little bit?
One of the hardest things, um,
Obstacles, just even trying to stay. I mean, because listen, look, when you guys were out, mainly there was no social media. Social media wasn't as prevalent as it is now. So now, of course, they hear your songs, they know who you are, right away. But just even in the social media world, like being relevant, even now, not having any new albums per se.
mhm.
How would you say that has it been tough? Maybe it hasn't been tough for you being relevant. I don't know.
I think more than being tough, I think it's been more so of a blessing.
Okay,
you
I'll
know,
take that.
because there's a lot of the groups, that came out, in our era or after us and everything that are
Hmm.
not together now. So
Okay,
I think one of the main things that it took a lot of perseverance, took a lot of integrity,
okay.
uh, democraticness, uh,
Mm.
and the ability to just be tough,
Okay.
because in all aspects of this industry, it's the worst game you ever want to play, and we all know that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just gonna tell the truth, but you just got to be thick-skinned, and
Hmm.
you got to have that mind frame that you're gonna keep going no matter what. And
And the fact that y'all made timeless music, like people from the '90s are still listening to this. What was it? 2020. People are still jamming. Freak Me Baby, Lose Control, Meeting in My Bedroom. Was it? It's so many of them to name, but them was my favorites.
yeah,
But it's so many to name. But I'm saying they're still relevant today. Like you can put them on at any party, any club, any gathering, and people are still singing the lyrics, young and old. So I
yeah,
commend you for being a part of a movement that provided just great R&B music. We don't have that nowadays.
thank
But
you, and I really appreciate you saying that,
yeah,
because that, in a sense, could be one of the hardest things, and
okay,
that is keeping the mind frame of staying who you are. Because
okay,
when you see all of the different genres and the way it's evolved,
or
what it's evolved into.
there you go. That's better. Yeah,
And
what is
so
involved in too?
you know there comes that time where, well, maybe we just need to change up, or maybe we need to figure out something. But then we said, pump your brakes.
Mm, yeah,
We said, pump your brakes, because our core people want to hear Silk as silk.
Yes,
I
we
want to
do.
hear.
We don't want you to remix it on stage. We don't want you to add some extra auto tunes for another. We want you to sing it like you wrote it, like you meant it, because that's what resonates in our spirit. So,
Yep.
with that being said, is there any female out right now that you would like to do a duet with?
Her.
Why was I finna say her? I was just about to say her. I think that that'll be a really great collaboration. She's amazing.
And she,
Let's put that in the atmosphere, Lil G. We both are believers in God, so let's take a second to say we're gonna put that in the atmosphere for God to hear us, to manifest the working relationship with the collaboration between you and her.
him
Jesus
and her.
name.
Him and her.
Him and her. Him and her. Just like that. Him and her.
Yep.
Yes. She's a musical genius and she can sing. She can sing.
Yep. And she
That'll be
plays.
amazing. That'll be amazing. Okay, that's a good one. So let me delve into something a little bit. Well, let me ask you this first. Verses. I know they've been having versus battles every week. Who do you think a good group would be to verse this battle with Silk?
Man, everybody has been saying Silk and Jodeci.
Ooh, Silk and Jodeci. Ah, that
What
would
up?
be a good one. Silk and Jodeci.
What up, KC? How you doing, my boy?
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Silk and Jodeci. Okay.
yeah,
I wouldn't even thought about that one. Okay, Silk and Jodeci.
I would love
Yeah.
that.
I thought you was gonna say I didn't think you was gonna say Jagged Edge because they just had one. Silk and Drew Hill or something. No.
Yeah, that's another good one too. Hey, all
My
of my
friend
home.
says my friend
Oh,
says Silk and 112.
yeah, that
I
makes it.
don't know. No, no. I think it's still. I mean, I know you have to be politically correct, but I'm not. I feel like Luke 112 was good at what they had, but I think that Silk has a whole nother sound and a whole nother catalog of music that at one point 112 was going to be out of hits to play. That's just that's just me. So no, I'm going to say maybe Drew Hill or Jodeci, something like that. Not that's just me.
Mhm.
Okay, that's a good one on that end. All right, so you're reunited back with Silk, correct?
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
that was a long time ago.
Good. Yeah, and I don't even know why I asked it just now. So I know that y'all are back as a group, which is amazing. We love to hear that. Are y'all looking forward to putting out a new album as a group?
Yes, we are. Yep.
Yes.
We're,
When?
we're,
Look, are y'all working on music now?
yeah, we're working on music now, and I'm still working on my solo project, and John is working on a
John
solo
John.
as well. So
What? So you working on a solo project, and John John's working on a solo project, and then Silk as a collective is working on a project. Oh, y'all about to bring R&B back. That's what it sounds like. Y'all about to bring R&B back,
you see my
back,
crib
back,
walk.
back.
You see my crib walk.
I did. It was real smooth and quick. So I know we're getting ready to bring, which I hate, bring our interview and our time to a close. I do want to ask you a more serious note question. Like being a black man and living in today's society, Lil G, which we're going through a lot of stuff right now. We have the police brutality, we have the racism, we have senseless killings.
Oh,
How does that? I don't want to say how does it make you feel because I'm sure you're human. It makes you feel probably the same way I feel. My stomach is in knots, been in knots the past few days for sure. Like, what are your thoughts on that as a black man living in today's society? Are you like, fearful of your life, or what does that make you feel like?
I've always been the kind of person. If it's my time, it's my time.
Yeah.
Like after you know, with the planes and everything. People used to ask me all the time, "Aren't you scared of flying all over the place and being on
Yeah.
planes for 8 hours and stuff like that?" I feel like God got my back. And if
Mm-hmm.
He's ready to take me, He's gonna take me. I don't know in what form it's gonna be, but
Right.
I'm just that kind of person. You can't live your life. How can you live if you're fearful of stepping out and doing
You're right.
anything?
Because God have not given us the spirit of fear.
Yeah. So don't worry,
Okay.
be happy. So I'm not scared for me. You know, I'm
Yeah.
I'm scared for our youth coming up behind us.
Yeah.
Because all this crap needs to stop.
It
You know,
does.
for real, from our government
Yeah.
to all of it. You know, it's time out. You know, it's a shame that we as a people are still in slavery, though slavery is not here anymore.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're
So
absolutely right. And I think as a woman of color, it's like this morning I woke up and I knew I had my interview with you and I was trying to get my spirits together, but I was just in a funk, like literally all day. And so like God put it on my heart to do something after this interview. I'm going to be having another interview on my live and it's going to be entitled After Dark. And we're going to be addressing the social injustices that are going on in the world today. And I have a few people who I've reached out to and they're going to be on that live. So if you maybe you could check it out later on YouTube or whatever would be great. But
okay,
I would definitely I had to ask you about that. I didn't want to like overlook the fact of that because I definitely am praying for our brothers and our sisters, and I definitely want everybody to be safe. So I wanted to get your input
yes,
on that.
yes, and I do want to give a really humble shout out
Okay.
to Minnesota
All right.
right now. You know, I have some people who are dear to me in Minnesota as well. You know,
Okay.
and a bunch of other cities. You know, but you know, it's just un it's impossible. It's just overwhelming. You know, to
It
know
is.
that this is still going on. But what I do want to say to people in Minnesota, you know, it's hard, you know, and I know it's very difficult to deal with, but defacing your own
It's not good.
is not going to do it any good. So I ask you, please do not go after who is responsible
The right way.
the right way, and
Yeah.
don't tear up, continue to tear up your city like you are.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. We're in COVID-19, and your city is still, your state is still shut down. If you vandalize, mutilate Cub Foods, Target's, the Walmarts, and all
All
of
those
that,
places. Yeah.
what's going to happen when the food supply is all gone?
Where are you going to go? Where are you going to get it? Because then you're going to have to do what? You're going to have to rely on the government or the whatever to bring these supplies in because literally, and I can't really get too deep into it because we're going to be talking about it next, but that's one of the things we're going to delve into is not only just allowing people to express their anger and frustration with the situation, but I have somebody in place on here that's going to talk about a plan. She's she worked with the civil justices in Dallas, Texas, and she's amazing, amazing sister, and she's knowledgeable, and she's linked to a lot of the civil justice attorneys, etc. But I absolutely like prayers and good energy out to Minnesota. I definitely want everything to work out on that end. I want to, on a brighter note, I hated to leave on a somber note. So on a brighter note, I wanted to play a quick game with you, if you don't
Uh-oh.
mind. A few questions. So in lieu of you being a theater major, it's called to be or not to G. That is the question. That is the question, right? So it's a few
Don't talk to
questions.
me don't talk to me that way. I play Hamlet in Cambridge.
Yeah, I had to give my artistic, my acting skills. I had to let you know. So first question: does Little G wear silk boxers or cotton?
Both.
Oh, okay, both. No wrong answers here. So if there was truly a meeting in your bedroom, what office supplies do you think would be available in there?
Handcuffs. No,
What office supplies? See, I'm trying to keep it. I'm trying to keep it PG. That's why I said office supplies. You would say yes. What kind of office supplies would be available in your bedroom?
everybody watching right now know I'm crazy, so I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
everybody knows. So that's why I'm like, be yourself.
Well, I'd have of course, a pitcher of water, with two glasses, maybe a wine bottle, champagne bottle, or something like that. Some candles.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, just stop right there. I'm scared what you gonna say.
maybe some fruit. When you're having long meetings and stuff, you have to have some
You need
snacks.
something to eat. You gotta have some snacks and some. Yeah, absolutely. All right, next question.
No,
Yes.
no, you can't run from it now. You wanted it up. I'm just playing.
Okay, here we go. If you could turn one of Silk's popular hit songs into a movie, which song would you choose? And which song would you choose to be the title? And what celebrities would you have in your movie? Let me repeat it. If you could choose one of Silk's popular hit songs to turn it into a movie, which song would be the title? And what celebrity actors would you have to star in your movie?
Wow. Whew. Let me see. Does it have to be one of the popular songs, or
Well, I would like it to be, but if you don't want to choose one, you can choose the song you want to. But I think it's going to be easy if you just choose any song. But if you choose one of the popular songs, then you can kind of.
okay? I'd say Lose Control.
Okay.
I'd have Jasmine Lewis,
Hmm.
Regina Hall,
Mm-hmm.
Denzel Washington,
Hmm.
Samuel Jackson,
Oh, you got a star-studded cast. Okay.
uh, the the guy who plays Ghost on Power,
Oh, Omari Hardwick.
Amari Hardwick. Yes, Amari
Mm-hmm.
Hardwick. Um,
Now this ain't no series. This is one movie. You done named 13. You ain't gonna have no budget for these people. You done named 13,000 actors with big budgets. Shoot. You done named a whole doggone movie series.
yeah.
Okay, well that's good. You know what, Lil G? It's always a pleasure talking to you. You are amazing. Your personality is through the roof. You have a big spirit. I love it. Absolutely love it. You have to come back. Maybe you'll come back sometime and help host another interview for somebody else.
Almost definitely. I'd
You
love,
know?
love to do that. I have
Oh,
a lot of fun with that.
okay. Well, awesome. Well, if you could just shout out your, Little G from Silk and you're in the mix with Kasha Brown, that'd be great. If you could do that for me.
What's up, everybody? I'm Gary Little G Jenkins, and you are in the mix with Kasha Brown, baby. All day, all night, on fire.
For
Keep it
real.
time.
Sexy shocker.
Such a child.
All right. Well, that's it, y'all. And y'all be blessed. I hope y'all enjoyed the interview. And I will. Oh, Felicia says hi. That's the chef I was telling you about. She said hi.
Hey, Felicia. Thank you for those wonderful desserts. I'm going to call you, too. You're going to have to send me some.
Okay, y'all. Y'all have be blessed. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Oh, somebody said, great show, Fudge.
Lord, I'm out.